We are going live. There we are. Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome to the studio. Welcome to the studio. Here are the things that are going on. It kind of looks blurry, like there's something on the screen. Sorry about that. Is that better? Maybe a little bit. I don't remember what I needed to talk to you about, but I'm glad you're here because we have work to do. Let me show you what we're working on. I do remember where we're on this project because I'm excited because we're almost done and we're going to do some things today that we haven't done on the project so far. But we got it, so it's attached. There's no going back. So there's no undoing what we done. But, and you can see there, yeah. You can see that's the wedge right there. That darker wood is the wedge. I don't know what kind of wood it is, but it's a nice red color. So I guess it's red wood. But anyway, so that's what we got there. We have a little bit of extra that we're gonna finish pounding it in, and then we've got some metal wedges to put in, 3 of them. I'll show you that process when we get to it. And then the next step is sketching onto this how we're going to decorate it. So I'm going to decorate it fairly simple. Hey, Carolee, welcome! I'm going to sketch some stuff onto it with pencil. I'll kind of like things I don't, because the reality is anything I draw on it with pencil right now is going to go away when I sand it. And the wood burning, we're going to do a thin layer that won't disappear when we sand it, but will kind of mark where we want things and how the general shape of things, even though it won't be the final artwork that will be on here. Does that make sense? So today, we will definitely draw on this a lot. We might even get to wood burning on it. We'll see. That might be next week, but we'll see. But we will definitely finish the eye. So, there we go. That is the plan. The plan stand the plan. So, let's put this bad boy in here. And it's all ready. So all I need to do is hit it with a hammer. That's where we're at. So that's the next step. Let's get it so you can see what I'm doing. Can't afford to have it wiggling around on me while I do this. I just want to get it tighter is what it comes down to. And the only way to get it tighter is to get it deeper. I know you never heard that before. So, there we go. We are almost flush. We are flush. There we go. Here, I'll show it to you so you can get an idea of what I'm doing. So now, there it is. You can see it's pretty tight. And now we're pretty much flush. Not exactly flush, but that's okay. We're going to clean that up later after we do the next step. Next up is the metal wedges. Oh, I was going to show you, but that's okay. You'll see in a second. But the metal wedges, so we've expanded the wood this way and this way. Now we're going to put in the wedges along this axis, so it's going to expand the wood this way and this way. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. I hope I'm explaining what I'm doing well enough so that you can keep up with. I mean, it's not rocket science. I guess it's axe science or tool science. I guess I don't know. But, so first I'm going to do one in the middle. I'm going to do 3. Normally with most things you would just do 2, but I'm going to do 3 because of the fact that it's a circle and we've got quite a bit of extra room. Hey, Mom! Mom's here. Hello, welcome, Mom. Glad you made it. I was just saying how we're about to start on the metal shims. Here's what they look like. These are the metal wedges that we're going to go in here. So go. That's pretty nice. I'm going to use the other wedge real quick to pound it in a little bit deeper. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. And then we'll do that again. There we go. We got the split that we're looking for. Oh, yeah. That's good. That's exactly what we want. So I'll show you what I mean by the split in a second. But we're going to do the third one now. This is going to give us a lot of extra squeeze. Oh, yeah. I can feel it. Hot. Hot. There we go. So let me show you what happened when we do that. So as we put in the metal the metal wedges, ooh, they're so warm from all the pressure that's happening. So, well, from the banging is really what it's from. But anyway, so you can see how they split the eye, and that's what we want because we want the eye to expand this way and this way. And so that's what we've just done. We've just expanded it both of those directions, and the split is kind of how we know that we succeeded at that. And then another way you can tell that's actually an even more healthy sign, a healthy way of measuring it. It's hard to see. You see this part right here? This is where this split, because it was being pushed so hard up against this. Does that make sense? So this wedge cracked, and now instead of being a straight perpendicular line out of the top, it's like a wedge shape. So that means that we achieved what we were trying to we achieved what we were trying to achieve. So that's a good sign. So there we go. That is attached. I mean, there's no getting that apart. Not easily. Not without, hopefully, a lot of work. So yeah, there we go. That feels really good. This is now ready to take. Well, almost ready to take to work. So there's only one more step that functionally we should do. There are more steps we're gonna do because I'm an artist and I can't help myself. I'm gonna decorate this thing. So, but we do need to. If before we take this to work and we actually use this for projects, we should oil it at least 3 times. So, or at least I like to oil it 3 times. But we should oil it at least at all. So, but before we get to the oiling, we have a whole bunch more stuff to do. So, next step is drawing on your ideas, which is what I have my phone out here for, because I have all your ideas from last week on my handy dandy phone. So, that's what we're gonna do. So let's go in here. All right. First things first. Somebody once said they wanted a t-shirt that says "Love ya" and stuff. Now we can talk more about what the "and stuff" is later, but point is that phrase is going on here somewhere. And I'm thinking it's probably going to go on this side. This is the clearer side, so it'll be the easier side to do the words and stuff. So that's the plan. That's where we're going to put that, I think. So Love you and stuff. I'm gonna just draw this out. I'm sorry the drawing is like kind of a quiet, self-absorbed activity. Uh, but that's the nature of tuning into live streams where I make things. This is the way it is. Welcome, by the way. I am so glad you guys are here. I am so glad. Honestly, I'm glad to be here. That's a good song. And it's true. I am very glad to be here. Today I was thinking about why Texans love Texas so much. And I came to a conclusion that may or may not be true. Who knows? Who really knows? But I think one of the reasons why Texans are so loyal to Texas is because we always love the things, we always love most the things we've worked the most for, if that makes any sense. So, and I feel like it takes a lot of work to make your life happen here in Texas. Like it takes, like it takes a lot. Oh my goodness, this eraser works on wood. Who would have guessed? I've never really drawn with pencil on wood before. Dave, Dad, welcome. Glad you're here. We just finished attaching the top completely. Now we have both types of wedges in, the wood wedge and the metal wedges. Got 3 metal wedges in there, which is maybe a little bit overkill, but that's what I did. I done it. And then we are now drawing on some of the suggestions from last week. So, and you guys are welcome to make more suggestions now if you have any ideas for how you want this decorated. But I have already started on some of it. So the amount of space available is going to get smaller and smaller by the end of the episode. So, although some of the things that were suggested, I'm going to draw fairly small anyway, for being honest. But here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go. So, what I'm drawing right now is Love Ya and Stuff, which is something I said a while ago. But someone was like, I want that on a t-shirt. And I was like, I haven't made that t-shirt yet, but I have made this mallet, so I can put it on this mallet. So, that's what I'm doing. Love ya. So, love. 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 Ya. Love ya. And stuff. I did not make anywhere near enough room for all of those words. So we will try again. We're gonna need our love to be smaller, and our ya and to be smaller, and our stuff to be smaller. Just all of it basically needs to be smaller. So let's back it up with the love. And if your question is, does eraser work well on wood? The answer is at least this kind of wood. All right. So stuff. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to divide it this way. So yeah. And yeah, and stuff. Stuff. Still too wide. Jeepers. Jeepers. Love ya and stuff. Love you and stuff. Stuff. Love you and stuff. So we got the and yeah and stuff done. Now we're gonna do the love. Yeah, and then we got the love. Love, yeah, and stuff. It's kind of encrypted. But it says love ya and stuff. There we go. Huzzah. Welcome, Dad. Welcome, everybody. I'm glad y'all are here. This would be real boring without you. Or, at the very least, real weird. But, alright. So, love ya and stuff. That's on that side. Bam. Big bold letters. Then... Oh, first... Then we have... On this side... kind of wanted to do a printout of like some of the geography of Alaska, maybe like a map of Alaska, maybe. But I didn't get around to doing that during the week. So, but I can definitely do a mountain scene for sure. Either way. So that's what I'm thinking. We'll do a mountain scene on this side, maybe. Although since I live in Texas, maybe it should be Texas mountain scene, which would be a very flat mountain scene. Not an inherently bad one. Oh, I had an idea earlier this week, and I don't remember what it was. Ooh, a cactus with an owl eye would be pretty cool. Let's consult the handle itself. So, something like this. I'm actually holding it. I'm gonna hold it like about right there. That's pretty comfortable. So, this is the level at which, or from which, everything starts on the handle. And you might be like, Nick, what are you doing? Why are you eyeballing it? And the answer is, because I honestly usually do better eyeballing things than measuring things. I like to give credit to David Peterson for teaching me how to draw as a very young child. Catch us up on your adventures. I don't remember which adventures I told you and which adventures I didn't. That is the difficulty. So, I can tell you what we did for the 4th of July. How's that? I don't know what we did for the 4th of July. Yeah, we did things. I don't remember what they were. I'm bad. I'm so terrible. I well, on Sunday we went, or on Sabbath I did children's story, and it was awesome. It was super fun. I had a blast. The, the Holy Spirit led. It was wonderful. And then afterwards, I don't remember what else we did that day. She says birthday meetings. So for birthday, what did I do for my birthday? That was not this Sabbath. That was the previous Sabbath. Oh, I had two birthday parties in 2 days. Saturday night there was a movie night at the church that we went to, and that was fun. And then afterwards, the pastor snuck me into a back room, and it was what was the name of it? It was uh, something Hands. It's about Ben Carson. You know the movie. And Gifted Hands. That's what I think it's called. Gifted Hands. And then uh, after that, then the pastor snuck me into the back room and gave me a little after party. I wouldn't say I was fully surprised because like 2 minutes before I figured it out, but I didn't know I was gonna get that. I didn't know they were gonna do that until they did it. So so in that sense, I was definitely surprised. Uh, and then the next day, we after work, because I work on Sundays. That Sunday, then after work, we had another party here at our place that Erica had actually planned out, and that party was fun too. We played games and stuff. So, and we had not exactly the same people over, but almost the same friend group over. With not complaining. And then uh, yeah, and we had a blast. It was super fun. Matt and Selena came. Um, Michael and the Casabonas were here, and yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. And then what did we do after that? We did uh for meetings. What meetings? Um uh oh, the meetings in Kentucky. Yeah, so we did a couple days of meetings in Kentucky, which was awesome, much needed, super huge blessing for us because they weren't just meetings; they were like it was really good fellowship. I mean, we were getting to sing and getting to dance and all the wonderful things in life. So it was really good. It was really really good. And then we came back here and ah, overhead and it's been mostly fixed. Um, and the meetings were really cool. I got to go to a meeting with a bunch of pastors' husbands, so a bunch of men who are married to female pastors, which was a pretty cool meeting, if I do say so myself. Um, which I did. I just now did, in case you didn't hear me. That was pretty cool. And then it was really rejuvenating and stuff, and we got anointed, um, which felt very meaningful, um, especially since like it happens to coincide with when I'm starting my like public ministry in the church. That is to say, this coming week I'll be singing. I'll be leading the song service, which is a thing I have never done before, and I'm pretty much terrified. I don't even want to think about it. And then, um, but it also coincides with me renewing my membership and becoming a member of the Seventh Day Adventist Church again, which I haven't done in a while. So yeah, a lot going on. A lot going on. Goings on? A lot. How much goings on? A lots of goings on. But no, really though, yeah, super cool. And then yeah, and felt super meaningful. And then yeah, I'm getting back into the swing of things, coming back here, starting to do these videos again, which has felt really good. I really enjoyed last week's video. Having this finally coming together really feels good. Like for a while there, I was getting pretty bored and tired of working on this thing, and I wasn't thinking about it. Like when I finished the video one week, I didn't think about it again until I started the video again the next week. But now we're at a stage where like I think about it almost every day, and I'm excited to come back and and to work on this and to talk to you guys and all that jazz. So that's good and stuff. In case you're curious what I'm drawing on here right now, I'm drawing on like it's a geometric design that I see on southwestern things all the time. Like not like a lot of New Mexico and Arizona style stuff has like those triangle design things. They're like Native American style something. I don't know what it's called. I just like it. I think it looks cool. And I've never tried to make it, so I'm going to try and make it. So we'll see how it turns out. If it turns out cool, then it turns out cool. If it does not turn out cool, then it does not turn out cool. That is okay. Both of those options, perfectly acceptable options. So, and am I doing it right? I have no idea. Not the faintest idea. But it feels like I'm doing it right. And when it comes to drawing and art, that's honestly that's the thing I trust the most is what it feels like. It even is what I trust the most when I'm writing. Um, I, I would say I write from the heart, and that mostly means that I write based on what I think feels good in the moment and what feels good to read for me at least. What I feel good reading. So that's what I do. That's what I do. What I do. One of the nice things is even though this is a repeating pattern, so it kind of needs to be symmetrical and stuff. Um, you'll never be able to see the two repeats at the same time, so I can kind of get away with a lot. So I can do it wrong, and you won't necessarily know unless you're pretty attentive. So that's a nice feature. Someday I'd like to have a camera that I can switch to, or that I can switch my camera's position so that it's above me, looking down over my shoulder. I'd like to do that someday, but I have not yet figured out how to make the rig, and have not yet allocated enough resources to buying some sort of rig that does that sort of thing. So, but oh, back to what I was saying about writing though. So my children's story, I plan on writing it down and turning it into a little children's book sort of thing. So it's like the here, I'll show it to you up close so that you can kind of get an idea. It's like, have you seen this pattern before in the Native American art? Yeah, so that's the pattern um, that I'm doing. So it's not necessarily any sort of symbol that I know of. Maybe there is some symbology to those kinds of patterns, but I don't know what it is. So I do it. I'm doing it because I think it looks beautiful, and I think there's nothing wrong with doing things because they look beautiful. So there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. There's that. Maybe we'll do one more triangle. And since I live in the Southwest now, seems fitting. All right. Now, out of that, or on this maybe, we can draw some mountains. I want some sculpty mountains. That's what I'm going for here on this side. See the thing about this side is that it's really marbly and chaotic. It's got a lot going on over here. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is put some venomous sharks on it. No, I'm kidding. That's a callback to the previous episode. But no, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try and use the contours of the wood to kind of navigate a mountain range of some kind along here. So that's what I'm going to try and draw next. And we'll see how that goes. It's kind of a mesa. I don't think there's any mesas like that in Texas. Um, but they're pretty, and I wish there were. Okay. Okay, Nick. But what I do have in Texas is owls. And lines. We're gonna make a line. Why are you gonna make a line, Nick? Honestly, I don't know. I haven't finished it yet. Sometimes lines look pretty, and if this one doesn't look pretty, I'll erase it, and then I'll put a different line or a new line, or I won't put a new line, and then there won't be a line at all, and that will be okay. What is that? I have no idea. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I don't know what I'm doing, but I hope it ends up looking cool. That's kind of how art works. In case you guys didn't know what it's like inside the brain of an artist, um, that's what it's like all the time. At least for me, it's like a constant state of there's chaos going on, and I'm gonna trust that it will work itself out. So mm, hopefully look pretty when I'm done with it, or cool, or whatever. Hopefully at the end it will look something positive. So did some more writing this week. I'm almost done with that dream I was telling you guys about last week that I was working on, but I got distracted because I'm writing that little children's story into a more digestible form for reading, a more readable version of the story, if that makes any sense. It's about Priscilla the porcupine. Is it made up? Yeah, yeah, totally, totally made up. 110% made up. Is it a good story? Yeah, totally. It's a super good story. Uh, it's it's about a porcupine, and she's learning some cool life lessons that I think are important and stuff. Ooh, I'm gonna have it be a storm, a big, huge, rolling thunderstorm. Oh, I love the storms in Texas. Texas has the most just delightful storms. I love the storms in Texas. Oh my goodness. We're gonna have swirlamajigs and whirlamajigs and all sorts of wonderful, magical, dangerous craziness inside of this storm. That's what we're gonna have goings on. Goings on in this storm. We're gonna have rain coming down sideways. Not actually. It'll be kind of at a slanted angle. But we're gonna have it coming down something wicked. Ooh, I am loving this storm so much. What a good idea. So much good idea. Such good idea. Oh yeah. This is coming together. This is coming together. This is just an epic storm now. Epic, epic storm. So, all right. Got an epic storm, beautiful mesa. All we're really missing is something that just says Texas on it. It's got to say Texas. Mom says when. When what, Mom? Full sentences. When what? Because I don't know what you're asking. So, well, here we go. Here, I'm going to show this to you. Let me get in the shade so I can see. You can see a little bit. Oh my goodness, you can barely make out the pencil marks from the wood marks. But you're gonna have to trust me on this one. But there's a storm over here that I've drawn. There's kind of a mesa, a beautiful little mesa in the middle, and there's other clouds over here as well in the hills. And then I haven't figured out what to do with this guy right here. I don't know what he's gonna be. What is he gonna be? Because what it is bark. And I don't really want to remove it. Partly because I'm lazy. Well, we can just make it into part of the design of the mesa. Part of the geography. All right, I like that. I like that a lot. Maybe then on this side, where it says "I love you" and stuff, maybe that's where I'll put the cactus with the owl on it. I think I'll put it. Well, I was unloading my car and missed the fact that you were drawing it. Oh, yeah, I'm drawing it right now. That's what I'm doing. Yep. Sorry for the miscommunication, Mother. That was my mistake. My mistake. And although, you know what? I have not seen any of this saguaros. So I don't remember the word for them. Those big cactuses with the two arms on either end. I haven't seen any of those in Texas. But what I do see almost constantly is those paddle cactuses. The ones with the big, like, they got a big disc like plate, like a big plate. and they got a whole bunch of those just basically stacked on each other, and then they have like beautiful flowers coming off of them. That's the kind I see all the time here in Texas. So that's the kind we're gonna draw. I didn't think of that until just now, but it's a stinking good idea. We're gonna make it look kind of like a panel. That's what we're gonna do. I think. I like that. We'll do it again on the other side. All right, all right. Something kind of squaring it up a little bit. And then we'll do a nice little triangle. And then out of that triangle is where we're going to have our fancy cactus. Tumbleweeds, do you see them too? There are tumbleweeds in Texas. I have seen them only occasionally. I saw them basically the only time I've seen them is driving across from Amarillo, the one time. But I did see a really big tumbleweed. There was like a storm blowing through, and it was just like right across the street, just going nuts. So, I love one of the things I love about these cactuses is after a good rainstorm or something, they'll get like a whole bunch of fresh growth all along the one side, and it looks so cool. I just think it looks awesome. So we're gonna do a bunch of those, or at least 3 of those. Now we're gonna have a nice big flower right over here, because when they bloom, it's just so beautiful. I don't think that looks anything like a cactus flower, but that's okay. Yeah, I can barely recognize that that's meant to be a cactus flower. But win some, lose some. That's the nature of art. It's funny. There we go. You see a little cactus. That's what it's gonna look like. And now We're gonna draw an owl on it. I have not seen an owl since I've been here, but I have heard them, so I know they are here. And but I don't. I'm gonna look up what Texas owls look like. Texas owl. Whoa, some of these look. I mean, well, if I'm being honest with you, these just look like normal owls. Like they look like all of the owls I've ever seen. Owls of Texas. Looks like just all the owls. All of the owls in place. That's funny. Oh, that looks like the kind of owl I picture when I picture a Texas owl. So we're now we are looking for. Wait, was it? What was it? What was it called? Burrowing. Burrowing owls. Is anybody even still with me? How are you guys doing? You guys still there? You are. You are still here. I see. Okay. Looking up. Oh, there's the owl I picture when I picture a Texas owl. There's two of them. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's tons of them. I've found them everywhere. These are what my brain tells me is a quintessential Texas owl, and they are so cute. And with a wood burner, I am going to butcher this. It is not going to look anything like that, but I'm going to do my best. And it's so small, so cute, and so small. He looks so regal. Uh-huh. How just cool owls look, you know? Like, no wonder that they're, you know, perceived as so wise. He just looks so cool, so chill, and yet so thoughtful. Oh, I was drawing him small, and now I am drawing him big. This is, the nature of how things get drawn. That's funny. I'll admit, he does not exactly look the way I picture owls looking, usually. However, I can tell he's an owl, sort of, and he does look like the Texas owl, like the Texas burrowing owl. Granted, he looks a little bit janky in the eyes, which, no big deal. That's just the most important part of an owl. No, no big. I'm sure he doesn't mind. There he is. There we go. I'll show you what I've done. Hopefully, it was not a total. Please don't butcher it, Dad says. No promises, Dad. No promises. But there's my little owl. I hope he is sufficiently unbutchered. So I think he's kind of cute. I think, assuming that I don't ruin him when I do the wood burning, because I have not done a whole lot of wood burning, he'll be very cute. Hopefully, at the very least, he will be a cute silhouette. In case I do ruin him, I can always make him into a silhouette. Fill him in if I ruin the details. So, but I think that looks really nice. I think that's very cute and very Texas. Very Texas. Now, let's see here. What else do we have? So we have flowers, we have owl, we have mountains. We don't have Kenai Peninsula, but if I'm being honest, like I went to visit the Kenai Peninsula. I'm not from the Kenai Peninsula. I'm from Texas. Bears? Uh, yeah, I have lived in places with bears. Maybe we'll put him on this side, put the bear on this side. I think that's what we'll do. I think it's what we'll do. Or should I put him on a different side? Should I put him on the underside, maybe? That could potentially be cool. I think what I'll do, I think I'm going to have a bear. Oh, good. Mom says he's cute. Good, good, good. I'm just going to have a small bear over here walking along, enjoying some berries or whatever. We're going to make it a big brown bear. Wow, that doesn't look like a bear. I'm not even going to show you guys. That does not look like the silhouette of a bear. Not even a little bit. Apparently, I need. Well, first of all, I've never drawn. I don't think I've ever in my whole life tried to draw a bear. So maybe it would be smart, like with the owl, to look up what bears look like. Bear, brown bear, brown bear. Photo. Oh, that's cute. That is also cute. There's the bear we want. There he is. Wow, he was not very hard to find. Um, I'm looking to check and see if there's any other bears that we would rather have, and I'm not seeing any. So I'm gonna go back up to him and click on him. Say, please make it bigger. Why can't you make it bigger? Oh, it has taken over. Lake Clark. Thank you, Lake Clark. I don't need to go to your website. I just want your picture to be bigger. Just want to zoom in on your picture. Okay, all right. Well, I guess I don't know how to internet effectively. So we'll just have to do miniature version. All right. Got two little eyes. Got a nice downward snout. Oh, wow, I did that snout better than I thought I would. Well done, Nicholas. Well done. Now, just to be clear, this bear will definitely be a silhouette. There's no chance that I am not going to make this bear a silhouette. So, in case anyone was curious, that is what I'm going to do. I am going to make the silhouette. But hopefully it will be a cute bear silhouette. His feet are so funny. I did not realize how funny this bear's feet would be. Oh, but his arms look so freaking strong. Oh my goodness. Bears are terror. They are fear. This is an amazing creature I'm getting to draw right now. I feel privileged to be in his presence. That is a monstrously powerful looking creature. And he's done. And it doesn't look all that great, but hopefully he will look better. Hopefully he will look better. once he is a silhouette. That's the plan. But for now, just so you have a context for how he looks, he looks like that. He looks like Bear. Hello, Bear. Everybody say hello, Bear. He has a name because I met him in Alaska. I think his name is PJ, but I can look it up if you'd like. And then let's see here. What else do we have? So we have bears, owls, flowers, love ya and stuff. I think the rest of it will just be fun, quirky, weird designs and nothing too concrete. That's what we'll do. Maybe we'll just do the rest of it in flowers and vines. I don't know. But all right. Yeah, we've got some good drawings. I really love the way the owl and the cactus turned out. That's probably my favorite part right now. I'm really excited to start woodburning that. It's going to be super cool. And then, yeah, there we go. There we have it, folks. That's what we're doing for today. I think we went a bit longer than usual, but I do want to say thank you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Let me get a close-up of this, because that is so cute. But I also want to say thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming. There are, like I already mentioned, there's the 2 poems that were put on Patreon. You don't have to be a patron to see both of the poems. You can go on and see them. Well, the one is public. So, and the children's story that I did this last week, when I do post it to Patreon, it will also be public. So hold me to that. If I accidentally make it private, you're let me know, remind me, and I'll make it public. So you can still see it on my Patreon page. But that's where I'll post it. And then there's also that other dream. The dream will not be public. But anyway, what I'm excited about, I'm doing something different with the children's story, because I'm making a transcript of the story, making a transcript from second service, because I told it twice, and then I'm going to meld those together with whatever parts I think worked best, and then also try and like rewrite a little bit, like make some tweaks and edits to it to make it flow when you're reading compared to when someone's telling you. And then yeah, so that's kind of the process, which is a different process than I've done for my writings before. So excited about that, and it's kind of cool. And I'm most of the way through one of the first transcript, and then yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this guy. I might do some of the drawing on this before the next video. So hopefully by the time we have the next video, I have all the drawings, and we'll start the video with me showing you what all the different artwork is on here. If you have any more suggestions, there's still plenty of room on this thing. Messaging me on Facebook is the best way to send me ideas, other than obviously right now. Like the video, give it a thumbs up, because that helps the video's algorithm a lot. Share the video if you enjoyed this. That also helps the algorithm some. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. This is fun. I love that it's finally coming together. And it's also fun that it's coming together around the same time that a lot of my other projects are starting to come together. Some of them I can tell you about, and some of them I cannot. So, but it's feeling good. It's feeling good. So, anyway, thank you guys. I hope to see you guys next week. I'd like to switch to Thursday at 6:06. But for this coming week, we'll still plan on doing Tuesday at 6:06. Because I should have said that sooner in the video so that other people know. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week. I'm looking forward to it. I look forward to this every week. So, yeah, love y'all, and stuff. Oh man. All right.